all he's wearing is like a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. He's like, go. When he takes off running through the woods, and he's gone. And completely gone. And my brother Mike counts to 20. He's like, okay. And he starts following Dad's tracks, and so I'm trying to keep up with him, and that's waist deep snow for me. Of course, Mike's 19 feet tall, so he's just walking across the top of it. And he follows these tracks, and I'm right behind him, and I'm struggling. I'm getting up there, and the tracks go into the middle of this clearing in the woods, and they just disappear. And so, probably the scariest thing I've ever seen, because it was literally like out of The Predator or something. It's like, just gone. It's just completely gone. And so Michael gets the idea, oh, he's backtracked. That's what's going on. You know, he's walked backwards in his own tracks. So Michael turns around and starts to follow the tracks backwards, and I swear to you, this is engraved in my mind, this snowbank just raises up, and all I see is these two hands grab my brother and pull him down to the snow, and I just see shoes go flying off. One shoe went out into the wood, one shoe went flying into the middle of the clearing, and all I hear is, son of a... and you just see snow flying everywhere, and then my dad stands up, picks me up, puts him on his shoulder, and walks back into the house. And then Michael comes back holding one boot, the other one he couldn't find. It's like his jacket is torn down the middle of it. And Dad's like, I think I won on that one. He's like, let's do it again. And every single time, Mike just never learned.
Yeah,
He just never learned. My dad would he'd set up a tripwire one time with one of those bear bombs. And so Mike's walking, hits that tripwire, and boom, the tree just blows in half. And just goes flying down. Scared the crap out of him. And
I think it would me too.
And actually scared my dad, because my dad thought he had hurt Mike, because Mike was like scared himself so bad. He's like, yeah! He's like hiding, and he wouldn't move. And he's like, you can't use weapons, it's not fair!
You can't use weapons.
And it's like...
Let's have a game of tag. No! No weapons!
But, I mean, you know, it was a respectable fear of my father.
Yeah.
But you know the man was always on your side, so that was always good.
Yeah.
You know, that was something that you knew for a fact that if anything ever happened to you, you had someone in your corner that would be able to back you up very nicely.
It's like all of it, like, you know, fast forward like a few years and you're getting hassled by somebody, I don't know, like the shopping centre, and all of a sudden out of the shadows you just, like the Terminator just appears like, whoosh, exactly, I wouldn't be doing that, boy.
It was, you know, he was a scary man, but, you know, as scary as my father is, my Uncle Van is even scarier, and he was, like, he would actually teach my dad stuff that my dad would go teach the guys, you know, and it was just, my whole...
Hang on, so your uncle, though, was he part of the army, or was it just...
He was in the Army. My dad was in the Air Force. Uncle Van was in the Army. And he was 101st Airborne. He was a paratrooper. So...
No, I was just saying, like, was it just stuff that he came up... He's like, you know what? I think I've worked out a new way to kill a man. Okay.
No, they would have those discussions, but that's not the way... No, Uncle Van was actually sent around the world to go learn from, like, the British, you know, the Navy, or the British Royal Navy and all that stuff.
Jeez,
He's, like, learned all kinds of cool crap, you know?
That's really cool.
But it's like my entire dad's side of the family is just insane. You know, Uncle John apparently was a sniper in Vietnam.
Really?
So that's scary. So it's just like, you know, that entire side of the family we just kind of stay away from.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to piss them off too much, you know? It's like, no.
So what you should do is actually give the cat to them.
Seriously, I think that's why my dad likes and hates the cat so much, because it's such a bastard of a cat that he can handle it.
Yeah.
If it was a nice cat, he would probably hate it. You know? He's like, oh, you damn cat, do something. And, you know, he just shred his arm, and he's like, oh, it's your little kitty. He's like, just, you know, going around it like a blur of fur. It was just it was fantastic. I just loved that crap. And we used to play this game called Bear, where we turn all the lights off in the house, and the hunter would have a flashlight. If you saw the bear, you had to turn the flashlight on. That was like shooting him. And so he's like, bang, I got you, and that never worked out great.
Well, no, because it's always going, no, you didn't, yes, I did, no, you didn't, yes, I did, smack.
The rule was if you saw the light, you died. If the light was shining in your face, you died.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, though, the bear could attack you if you walk past the bear, like with not knowing he's hiding somewhere, and he could get you. But that never worked out good because, you know, when I was little, I was very tiny. I was like Newt from Aliens. I could hide in like air vents and stuff.
I haven't seen Aliens.
Oh, okay. Well, I would hide in like laundry baskets and just like all kinds of stuff, and you'd never find me. So it never worked out for that, except for my dad could always find me. I think he was tracking me. That always scared me. It's like growing up.
He's got like a GPS device installed in your skin or something like that.
Probably so, like, man. I probably got a chip implanted somewhere in my brain, and he's like, beep, 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 beep. And I mean, it was so scary just playing that game, because even regardless of which side you're on, because it came down to playing like a game of Left 4 Dead. You're just walking around with this shotgun with a flashlight, you know, and all you hear is heavy breathing because you're like, just like you're so scared. But yeah, it goes back to being that, everybody needs a little fear instilled into them.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Don't be cuddled.
Or if you are going to get cuddled, then get a knife in your back or something.
There
Deal
you go.
with it.
See?
It's like,
Yeah.
you see, I put this knife into your back at exactly the right point where you can't reach it. Now, how are you going to get out of this?
Now I'm going to twist it, and there we go. You're dead.
Yeah. So, no, you see what you did there? You lost
Yeah.
blood. No, you can't lose blood.
Well, see, tradition-wise, every 4th of July, which is our Independence Day, of course, where
Yes.
we celebrate the independence from being from Steve's land.
It's a
And-
big thing for your family, isn't it?
Oh my God, yeah, we have bottle rocket wars, where we shoot bottle rockets at each other. And the only rule is we're not allowed to have Roman candles anymore, because the Roman candles were fantastic until my brother caught one in the neck. And, if you ever seen a Roman candle, it's just a ball of fire.
Yeah.
And it'll shoot out, and it just fizzles for a little bit. That's it. But my God, getting one of
Yeah.
those things, it's like napalm. It just, you can't get it off. It's still on fire, It's just like, it's screaming. But we actually used... until,
The goggles do nothing.
Exactly. We don't even wear goggles. I have a scar in my tear duct. I can't cry out of this eye anymore.
Really?
Because I got shot right there in the eye with a bottle rocket.
Oh.
That felt great, I'll tell you that. But we used to take the Roman candles, and the main point of a Roman candle was nothing more than to shoot it into their stockpile of ammunition, because it's fire. So he's like, boom, and bam, and their entire base would explode. And so we had looking back, I had a very dangerous childhood. I never even, this is like therapeutic. I never even thought about this before.
And welcome to the therapy session
Yeah,
with,
seriously,
Ben
man.
Border. This lovely Tuesday, is it Tuesday? Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday?
yeah.
Oh.
See, that's one of the other things I loved about being on vacation, man, is you never knew what day it was.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it sucked because then you never knew how many days were left in the vacation, So it's like... Let's see, do I have a day to get drunk, or do I have to go do some tourist stuff?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? It's like, what day is today? And then... But I was gonna say, it's like, I just love the fact about not knowing which day it is.
Yeah.
Or anything to worry about. That was great.
See, I'm finding that at the moment because, I know I don't know how many people know, I'm traveling around the world.
Right.
So,
Which
originally-
first stop and only stop apparently is in Dixon.
No, hey, I like it here. No,
It's like, then at the end, I'm going back to Australia. And it was a great trip.
yeah, I've been up to New York and Boston, damn it.
That's true.
No,
Did you go to Cheers?
yes.
You did go to Cheers.
Yes.
Did you get the Nürnberger?
No,
Oh,
because you have to book ahead, and it was like a week in advance.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, we just
so
walked
popular.
in.
Well, I think it was probably because it's tourist season.
Great.
So yeah, I'm traveling around the world, and I've forgotten the point of my story now. No, that's right. Especially when I'm here, I don't need to know what day it is.
Right.
And because I was here for like a month and a half, and then I went
Right.
off to New York. New York, I needed to know what day it was because I need to know when to catch a plane. Kind of miss it, you're kind of screwed. But down here, it's like I don't know. And it's nice to just kind of go through, and then you wake up and you come downstairs. It's like, oh, there's nobody here. It's like, must be a Saturday.
Yeah, it's great. Or see, the way I figured out what day it was by turning the television on. And I'm not a person that'll sit. I used to sit in front of the television all the time, but I never turn cable on in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And in my apartment complex, the way the apartment's situated, I get really bad signal with like rabbit ears or
Okay,
aerials, as the British like to call them. And
And the Australians, it's an aerial.
Oh, the aerials. It actually confused me. I was reading a book that was written by a British guy one time, and I could not figure out what the hell he was talking about. He kept saying, it's like, as the aerial swayed to and fro, and I was like, what the is an aerial? What is an aerial?
The sky, is he drunk?
and it was like, I couldn't figure it out, and I was like looking it up, and I was just like, this is aerial, representing the sky. I was like, oh, that doesn't freaking help. What the hell is an aerial? And then finally I found a British slang word. It's like, oh, dumbass
It's not
British.
slang, it's what it's called.
It's just what it is.
It
is what it is,
what
Mike.
it is. I am what I am.
And but I was just like, I would just turn a television on and just figure it out from that, because I knew that Burn Notice came on Thursdays. Oh, it must be Thursday. Burn Notice is on. I started watching that. And forget all about going back to the pool, trying to bring the beer back to the chick that I just met. And then later, like, oh hell! And I look over the side. She's talking to someone else. Like, well, just drink the beer and sit down and start watch TV again. That's how it works. It's like my own dumb vault. There's Fiona on TV and she's pretty naked, and there you go. That's what happens.
Naked.